Your first Portugal residence application can be perfectly prepared and still leave you scrambling later. Why? Because getting approved once and staying organized afterward are two different jobs. A lease is buried in email, invoices are on an old laptop, travel dates are somewhere in your calendar. Then a renewal question appears, and you realize you are trying to reconstruct your own life from memory. That is the problem we are solving today.
Welcome to Moving to Portugal Daily, episode X number. I'm Mateus Costa. Today, we dive into the Portugal Residence Continuity File with practical steps to help you relocate smarter and live better in Portugal. The central idea is simple. Renewal readiness is not a document pile. It is a monthly habit.
Now, to be precise, this is not a legal checklist. Requirements depend on your residence pathway, your personal circumstances, and the current administrative guidance. Always verify important details with the relevant Portuguese authorities and qualified immigration or tax professionals. Your file does not guarantee approval. What it does is make your facts accurate, findable, secure, and easier to discuss. Think of this as a small operating system for the administrative side of your Portugal life. Before a deadline becomes stressful, you want to know 4 things. What is current? What changed? What is missing? And which question needs a professional answer? That is a much calmer place to work from than, I think the document is somewhere in my inbox. Start with 7 broad categories. Broad is important. If opening your folder feels like entering a government archive, you have overbuilt it. Keep the system simple enough that you will actually use it. The first category is identity and residence. Current passport copies, residence documents, appointment confirmations, applications, and official correspondence. The second is income, contracts, invoices, payment confirmations, and accurate financial records that explain how you earn. The third is address, your lease, renewals, and important housing communication. Then create tax, healthcare and insurance, travel, and Portugal daily life. Tax can include official correspondence, filing confirmations, and questions for your accountant. Healthcare can include policy details, renewals, and appointment confirmations. Travel is simply a dated record of international trips, longer absences, and returns. Daily life might contain a utility record, a language course confirmation, or a local membership if it helps you manage your own timeline. And here is an important distinction. Those daily life items are not automatically official requirements. They are useful personal records. Whether any document matters to an authority depends on your pathway and current guidance. Do not collect papers just to create the appearance of a stronger case. Save truthful information that serves a clear administrative or personal purpose. Never manufacture evidence after the fact. And can you set this up today? Create one secure top-level folder, then add those 7 categories. Use encrypted storage, strong account security, limited sharing, and a secure backup. Identity, financial, and health documents are sensitive. A public link is not a filing system. Neither is an unsecured laptop. Keep physical copies safely stored, and follow sensible retention practices rather than saving everything forever. The system becomes powerful when it repeats. Once a month, set a timer for 20 minutes. Not 2 hours, 20 minutes. Check for new contracts, invoices, payments, official messages, lease changes, insurance renewals, and appointment confirmations. Save only what matters while you still remember what it is. Use names your future self can understand. Year, month, category, description. For example, 2026-08-income-client-contract or 2026-08-address-lease renewal. Avoid names like Final Document 2 or Scan New. Those files multiply mysteriously and none of them feels final. If an important email has an attachment, save the attachment and preserve the date and sender. You do not need to archive every conversation. Preserve the decisions, dates, and records that may matter. At the end of those 20 minutes, write 3 lines. What changed? What needs clarification? What date is approaching? Maybe your income moved from one client platform to another. Maybe your lease changed. Maybe you spent several weeks outside Portugal. Write the fact down. Do not guess at the legal meaning. Mark the question and move on. Then,
Every quarter, zoom out with a simple dashboard. It can be one page. List your residence document, passport, housing, income arrangement, tax questions, healthcare coverage, travel notes, and upcoming expirations. Ask yourself, can I find the current version quickly? Do the names, addresses, and dates make sense across important records? Did anything significant change? A gap is not automatically a crisis. A missing receipt may be irrelevant, but a major income change, a move, an unusual travel pattern, or a change in family circumstances deserves an early question. Compare your situation with current official information, not an outdated checklist or a confident forum comment. Early action is not panic. It is giving yourself time to get a good answer. When you need help, make the question easy to answer. Prepare one page with your residence pathway, relevant dates, what changed, the documents you have, and the exact point you need clarified. Ask official channels about official procedures. Ask a qualified immigration professional about case-specific residence questions. Ask an accountant or tax advisor about tax matters. Ask your landlord about housing records and your insurer about coverage. One precise question often saves several anxious weeks. It also changes how you communicate. You are no longer sending a rushed message that says, "My situation is complicated." You can say, "Here is my pathway, here are the dates, this is what changed, and this is the point I need verified." That is clearer for everyone, including you. I have seen this pattern with nomads before. Let's call one person Daniel. He had kept nearly every important document, but the lease was an email, invoices were on a laptop, bank records were in an app, and travel dates were in a calendar. When renewal pressure arrived, he asked himself one simple question. Which version is current? He could not answer quickly. He spent days rebuilding a timeline, and the uncertainty affected his sleep, his work, and his confidence. That is what the continuity file prevents. Not every problem, not every change in the rules. It prevents avoidable friction. You spend less energy searching and more energy living. You can prepare for a landlord conversation, explain your income to a bank or accountant, and protect your normal routines instead of losing a weekend to administrative panic. Small daily habits create big lifestyle wins.
There is a communication benefit too. An organized file helps you present yourself as prepared and reliable. That does not mean making paperwork look luxurious or sending unnecessary documents. It means a clean folder, a concise message, and a clear timeline. Professional communication is part of relocation success, especially when you are dealing with landlords, banks, advisors, insurers, and local service providers.
Here is your 20-minute setup. Create the secure top-level folder. Add the 7 categories. Put in 5 current documents. 1 identity or residence record, 1 income record, 1 address record, 1 healthcare or insurance record, and 1 tax or official correspondence item. Then make a note called Questions to Verify. Add uncertainties without trying to solve them from memory. Finally, schedule 1 monthly review and 1 quarterly review. If you are planning your move, build the foundation before you arrive. If you already live in Portugal, start with this month. Do not wait until your entire history is perfectly reconstructed. Perfection is another form of delay. Portugal rewards preparation, especially the quiet kind that happens before a deadline appears. If you want the complete relocation operating system, join the Nomad Life Success course. The course takes this foundation further with practical workflows for income preparation, housing, bureaucracy, communication, healthy habits, community, energy management, and long-term lifestyle design. Use the course materials to turn scattered tasks into a repeatable system so you can relocate faster, reduce avoidable stress, and enjoy the life you are building. That's your daily Portugal blueprint. Start applying one thing this week. Create the file, add 5 documents, and put the reviews on your calendar. Build the foundation before you arrive. Optimize your life while you relocate. Portugal isn't just a destination, it's your optimized new beginning.